Good evening, Mrs. Preston and board members. I would like to first start by publicly thanking the Edgemont Primary School faculty and staff. Their dedication and compassion for our students are to be praised and recognized. From the beginning of all of this, they have had a can-do spirit. They have been there for me, our students, and families. I will never forget what they've done, continue to do, and will do in the months to come to help during this crisis. As we reflect on what we have been through and strive to chart a course for the future, there is one thing for sure. We will do it either in person or virtually, but together we all will do what we can do. To our families, thank you for your support and your kindness shown to us these past 5 months. As we plan for the upcoming school year, I ask that you continue to be patient and flexible as we continue to make plans for the year. I also wish to thank our grade level chairs that have helped by participating in meetings and phone conferences, to those that have answered surveys, to those that have shared insight. Thank you to our staff and families by simply being patient and allowing us to take a careful and thoughtful approach as we plan to welcome our staff and students back to teaching and learning. What follows is the Edgemont Primary School return to school plan as it is now, tonight. This is a draft. Parts of it are likely to change as we continue to receive more information. We face an unprecedented challenge that shifts frequently. The safety of our staff and students remain the top priority. In-person instruction is the most effective method of learning for students. We want all students to be in school as much as possible, but we also have guidelines to follow. Given the governor's current restrictions related to social distancing, we're trying to meet as many needs as possible while protecting the safety of our students, staff, and families. We understand that this is not how any of us would want to start the 2020-2021 school year, and these circumstances create challenges and hardships. You will hear more about the school system plan, the safety plan, later in the presentation. In order for this proposed plan to work, I will certainly need the help from our parents. We need every parent that is willing and able to transport students to and from school to do so. Due to limitations created by physical social distancing guidelines on school buses. In developing the proposed plan by using recommendations from the Virginia Department of Health and the CDC, it is determined that our school facility only has enough space to allow pre-kindergarten and through second grade students to return to school full-time while maintaining the suggested 6-foot distance of desks or tables in classrooms. This means spreading desks out much, much further than normal. As a result, a classroom that normally could hold 20 to 25 students can only hold 12 or 14. Similarly, the capacity of a school bus that normally can hold about 70 is cut down to 20 to 25 students. Edgemont Primary School starting times 8 o'clock to 2:30. This provides 6 hours of instruction with 30-minute lunch. Recommendation for pre-K to second grade if parents can and will help with transportation. We would like to see those students Monday through Friday as permitted for in-school instruction. All families, however, will have the option to do 100% remote learning. Each family knows what they need and what they need to feel what is best for their family, so they do have a choice of 100% remote learning. Reading and math development is critical at this young age. Young students need instruction daily. Classrooms will be arranged to provide for physical distancing, and every evening, classrooms will be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected to prepare for the next day. Currently, I have 89 third graders. So the recommendation for third grade, if parents can and will help with transportation, is for them to have an A-B schedule. Group A would come 5 consecutive days, Monday through Friday, and then alternate to virtual learning the next 5 consecutive days. Group B would then come to school 5 consecutive days, Monday through Friday, and then alternate to virtual learning the next 5. All families also will have the option to do 100% remote learning. Each family, again, knows what they need to do and what they feel is best for their family, and I support either decision. Classrooms will be arranged to provide for physical distancing. Every evening, the classrooms will be thoroughly cleaned and disinfected to prepare for the next day. As much as we would like to have our 3rd graders in class every day also, we do not have the space or staff to set up for physical distancing to include our 89 3rd graders. While the state has given local school divisions the right to follow fewer restrictions, they are clear that if we do, we could put students and staff more at risk. We are urged to follow the guidance from our local and regional health departments, and this, we feel, is the best plan for our 3rd graders, the A and the B schedule. Curriculum and pacing guides, we will be reviewing and revising those in response to learning loss back in the spring, recognizing the challenges and limitations many of our students have experienced. Edgemont Primary School will be revising curriculum guides to make sure that the students will have the essential standards for their grade and the prerequisite skills because they missed the 10 weeks back in the spring. So we want to make sure they have a solid foundation moving forward. Digital resources, kindergarten to 2nd will be issued a tablet to be used to access remote learning, and our 3rd graders will be issued a Chromebook. If at all possible, 3rd grade siblings at Edgemont and Mr. Bennett's 4th through 7th grade students at Jeter Watson will be scheduled to attend school on the same A or B week. Upon returning school, all students will be taught appropriate protocols, physical distancing, movement in the hallways, and hand washing. And we're going to attempt to have our 3rd grade special ed students attend every day if possible. Respectfully submitted, Cynthia Morgan.